Real quick. Also, okay, real quick. I'm informing everyone that the stream's live as of 27 seconds ago. I mean, this is the pre-log before we actually start. There's 0 viewers. I mean, I can go real quick. I can tell you how many views our videos have gotten. Probably, mostly, yes. I mean, our large, I think so. 15 views. You're gonna tell me that that's. That was the first. That was the first one. The second had 13. Then we had 4, and now 6. It does. It does. Um, I know. I can't do that on my phone, but you know, I can do this. Just I'm just telling you, like I have to view channel. We get live. It's speed is defense. Um, look at other people's. Give me a quick second. I gotta. I'm looking at something. That's all. Yeah. Analytics. Watch time is 1.4 hours. But we do. But also, you gotta understand. Or wait, that's watch time the month this month. In the last 2 days. No, overall, 13. Is that minutes or hours? I can't tell. 13:40. 40 minutes. Uh, yeah, exactly. That's one video. That video was 4 hours and 25 seconds. Uh, oh. Well, let's see. Let's see. Direct. So I can see how many views since published for our last video was 5 people were brand new to this. Brand new. Yeah, 5 people who have never been on our channel before. That's more than our total subscriber count. I'm just looking. In the last 28 days, we've gotten 8 views with 1.4 overall hours of watch time. That's not average watch time. That's just. I, we don't have comments. This video getting views. That's not true though. 6 views. I don't know. Anyway, I'm closing all these tabs because. No, the thing's being weird. I also told Matthew and Dominic to join, but I don't. Tyler, are you just not talking? Okay. You're really quiet. I'm turning. Oh, wait. I was gonna say I'm gonna turn him up, but I can't. The most I can do is turn everyone else down. Xavier needs to be loud. I need. Oh, I can't exceed 100% volume. So I'm gonna turn everyone down to like 75. I'm turning Miguel. Uh, not much, except because we haven't started. Who's watching? Are any of you guys watching? That's fair. Taylor, Miguel. I know I'm not. Tyler, are you in the thing? Are you watching the stream? No. I was just asking because there's someone watching. Please stay. No. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, it's gonna be another like 6 minutes before we start, but yeah. Unless it's my phone, it shouldn't be. All right. Yeah. So. Okay. You guys started moving. Oh, people got. I was dragging other people. Oh, I I didn't do it though. I dragged Xavier. I mean, yeah, you can't. Yeah, and I haven't. And as I asked him. Okay. No one else has joined since. No one joined the thing. We've got a second person in here. Hi. We're just. I just hit start because we've only got a few minutes. Either we can start now or we can wait like 4 minutes. Yeah, I'm gonna call Dom though. Give him a quick call. Okay, 1 second. Not loudly.
Your call has been forwarded to voice.
All right, he's not joining. He didn't answer my call. I mean, it didn't go straight to voicemail. It rang a little bit first. You know, I can your guys' whenever you talk, I have captions, live captions turned on, meaning I hear it. Those cats suck. You know those cats, right? They do, but they. Wait, censor? What words? Say one. It didn't even pop up. Are you serious? Oh. Weird. Alright. We got a minute. We're starting early. We're starting early by a minute. I don't care. Yeah, you're gonna care about 30 seconds. 20. There's a delay. Okay, wow. There's one person watching. It's two of us are watching. So, alright. Now it's 4:30. You happy, Miguel? Anyway. Alright. Last time, you guys woke up back in the ship. At this point, everyone... Miguel, this is the first one he notices. As there's a dagger going right through Xavier's kneecap. There's from one side to the other, all the way through, toward tendons, straight through the bone. It's messed up. Xavier, you just feel a dagger get ripped out of your knee. You see, as you try and heal the wound, it just opens the wound more. You make it worse. You'll get an explanation. You guys can try and figure out an explanation if you want to roll me a medicine check. You make it worse. You make it worse. You make it so bad that you can actually see his bone. Alright, you can identify that this is a very powerful spell that was imbued into the blade. It was a one-time use spell. Healing magic will not affect it, nor will hurting him. It doesn't reverse the magical polarity, but more accurately just makes it so that healing doesn't affect it. It can only be healed via natural means. It is an inanimate object. It's not a living dagger. Yeah. What? The spell's already gone into effect. They're trying to stop you from leaving the party, Xavier. Miguel, there is no way to reverse the spell's effects. I'm sorry. It's not possible. And it's an inanimate object, Taylor. You can't... It doesn't care. What's your intelligence? Xavier... You undo the coding. The knife ceases to exist in the room. But the effects are still on him. Oh, my bad. Yeah, no. Well, you would negate the effects for about 6 seconds as it returns. You're not allowed to leave the party, apparently, Xavier. They said no. You guys mend it. No, I'm gonna make it so you can. No. You repaired his knee, but there's still the soreness of actually the physical healing of it, because you're just speeding up the healing effects. That's how healing magic works. Meaning they just closed the wound. They didn't actually fully heal the internals of the knee, though. So your knee is still broken. Meaning you can't walk, and even if you could, you're gonna have you'd be unable to run at this point in time. So you. I mean, he can still pilot, but you know. Fair enough. You're gonna be out for a few days, but as you see this, not. First of all, that's true, but that's not yet. Just let me pull this around first. You can do that in just a moment. As you guys, mostly Miguel, you're covered in blood. I feel like you might want to clean that off, right? You're gonna clean that off. I'm not asking. I'm telling you. I'm going to tell you, I'm not asking you at this point. This is me just informing you that you went to take a shower. I need to for lore reasons. To introduce Xavier's character. This might be the worst way to do it. I mean, you could, but you're going into the bathroom. I don't care. Alright, you take your shower. You do your shower things. As you are putting your shirt... I assume you wear a shirt. I'm going to make an assumption here. You're putting it on as a man falls through the mirror. You see a skeleton. You're a skeleton man. So, you see a skeleton looking at you. And just said hello. Did you change your profile? What okay, so it just changed for me. I'm just now like it. No, earlier today, it was different. Anyway. Xavier, I heard like every other word. I gotta be honest with you. He just pulled out an Uno reverse card on you. As you go to leave the bathroom, I'm presuming which what you're doing next, Xavier. You see... What? So you grab Tyler from the mirror world. At the same time as you got pulled out, he got pulled in. He's not in the bathroom. As you see the lightning god say, what do we got here? A new member? Or someone trying to kill us? You were just in the bathroom taking a shower. Got it. Why were you in our mirrors? No one asked. You... No. Well... Normal. Sane. Not crazy. we will. There's like 3 of them will at least attempt to kill you on site. Yeah, he's one of them. I'm honestly surprised you're still alive. You've made it more than 10 seconds in front of. There it is. You chose the wrong one to find first. Honestly, you. Well, as you see, Miguel, can you roll me a dexterity saving throw? You want to succeed this one. Well, Tyler wants you to succeed this one to be more accurate. As Tyler gets thrown at you, you just grab him without blinking or looking away from Xavier. You just yoink. He's still staring you into your soul, Xavier, as he grabbed Tyler. As Tyler got thrown out as well. Tyler also just got yeeted out of you. Okay, I can full screen that. Real quick, what allows you to travel through the mirror world? Is it mirror teleportation? Cool. Those two are locked down for a minute. As this. Oh, yeah. No, it's not, because you see that your dagger is in the lightning guy's hand. Nice dagger. As he's tossing it in the air. Oh, definite dimension. I can move at the speed of light, instantaneous movement. I can also move through physical objects, meaning you've also got 3 gods on this ship, so I would recommend to be careful with what you say. I'm not the one you got to worry about. Former, but yeah. As he just throws your dagger at your in between your feet, in between 2 of your toes. I really don't care. Just saying that since you're here, you're probably unable to teleport or use some of your powers, as that's a great thing they love to. Yeah. So, I'm guessing the reason you. I mean. He has access to information that he shouldn't, which he needs to keep his nose out of the information before he gets himself killed. Yeah. But you also need to keep your nose out of other people's information. Yes, I who's reborn. Who's reborn? Also, I I'm writing down the levels that you unlock your 3 abilities you don't have yet. As you see his poke his head through the wall, what you need? What's up? Need something? I created you. As he just appears actually in full form in front of you. Alright. Well, what's stopping you is the same thing that's stopping me from entering. Um. It took a lot of work to get here. It took me about 5 days here, so 5 million years for me to get in. You are in a. Honestly, he can enter the void because well, his soul's in the void, meaning it's not technically leaving because that's where his soul's being stored. He's a rare exception. He can't leave the void other than to return back here though. No. Anyway, so you probably can't leave because of various reasons, but the mirror world is complicated if you don't aren't already aware of. Yeah, you could. Well, mirror teleportation means it's something that he. At least I can identify that he has it, or no. Yeah, I mean, don't worry too long. It seems to only be a temporary close, a very short term. It just sometimes. Oh, I could tell you who, but I wouldn't recommend it. Um, trying to we're trying to get strong enough to be able to until he's reborn and then kill him then. Yes, that is exactly who I'm referring to. Yes. Someone that is stronger than me and basically my entire group of friends who are all gods. Indeed. And I'm a one-on-one fight, not even I stand a chance. But 6-on-1. Your curse will kill you as soon as he dies. It's the same moment. Well, either dies or. Honestly, just don't mess with the wrong people. He's odd. I've made a. I was working on creating a character, a cowboy, that was powerful. And then I added too many zeros to his code. Well, it's his brother, is it, Taylor? Bro- Cousin. It's. Well, what do you mean both? What do you mean both? Why don't I summon them? Yeah, let me just summon people. Yeah, let me just casually summon them because that's something I can apparently do. You're assuming I can just. I could ask for them to help, and I have. But let's see. We got Xavier, who has decided that he would like to, instead of helping, he would like to go kill gods. He's on a killing spree. Tyler, is working on building his own universes, and he's got trapped in one right now, so he's kind of stuck. Cody doesn't have the time to deal with it right now, and he sent me to do it, so he just doesn't have time. He's busy. He's the god of gods. Um, there's a lot more paperwork than you could imagine. Um, that then we got Matthew, who's weaker than me and can barely even scratch me, so he's quite weak, unfortunately. Who am I missing? Why is your hair so long? Do you want that or your eyes? I mean, I guess I made you. I guess I gave you that character trait, but excuse me. I am the god of life and death and souls. I created every living creature. I mean, most, unless you're a billion years old, I've definitely created you. Okay, then you were. Yeah, a billion was like forever ago for me too. I've been alive for 35 trillion. He didn't care. He's old. he he doesn't care, honestly. He says, "Yeah, I am old. I'm 35 trillion years old." Do you got a point to your statement, or are you just saying this? Okay, cool. Well, we should probably introduce you to the rest of the crew. Because you haven't met Mr. Healy, as Taylor's character is just standing down the hall. You see him just kind of standing there, doing things. What? Huh? Who? Who are you talking to? No, not you. Did you send it to me or something? How did you have what? Okay, I'm like questions? Like my father's in the channel, but the name's Emma. Emma, female name. Fair. My dad had a boss named it was like a name that is not ever been a male name. There so, yeah, no. I mean, I almost got named a primarily female name as well. Would have been very different. Anyway, all right. So yeah, you also then see Xavier. You also see Xavier. Well, you see the room that says whatever their name was. I don't remember off the top of my head. Kaz. I'm like, yeah, I don't want Kozuki. Anyway, you also see Keishiro. Kaishiro. How'd you say that was pronounced? Koshiro. You see all these people, all part of the crew. These are all various members of the crew. You are also now a member. Um, and right now, well, our plan is to try and take down the abyss. Taking down the abyss will weaken the big guy. So right now we've been killing off abyss members. We've also been growing one's abyss powers, which some people have said is a bad idea. He's not the one that says it's a bad idea. It's actually, as you hear Xavier, your old character says, "Stop eating abyss." Yeah, basically, I was just saying roughly what you say, but yeah, Xavier, you know your character better than I do. Well, dang. Really? Anyway, okay, back to the campaign. Taylor, shush. If you're talking about the campaign, that's fine, just. Alright. This is important stuff. Alright, you guys are based as Xavier's new character is taken. You're being. It's all magic. Anyway, let's get back to the point of we've got things to deal with and that are quite important at this. Not really killing, but we've got things to deal with. The that's No, but we've actually everyone you've actually fought has died. Yeah, I don't want to talk about it. They weren't meant to be strong enemies anyway, so not a big deal. Anyway, no, you don't because it's kind of pointless. Okay. At this point, he says, "All right, well, well, as of what I've felt in the so there's the front lines right now are forming. They've got an army starting to be formed in Britain. We should, but they um yeah, they're forming an army. Well, they're resurrecting an army. Um, we should. I've got a plan. What do you mean by mass? Like which one? Got it. My god character. Yeah, I would know exactly what you're talking about. No, he's lightning. Anyway, um, he can have mass when he chooses to, but it'd be hard to identify with the fog of death surrounding him. Need I remind you? He's fog. He might have mass. He might not. He is walk. Um. Remember, the highest you can get is a 24. 26 maximum. Are you blind? He does say that aloud to you. That's fair. Um, I forgot I made you blind. Totally slipped my mind. As you, I've chosen everyone's. Well, your original intended life. Shush. Most of you here, I've chosen your entire lifespan. What I intended. This was not part of it, but not the point. Other gods can also alter my timeline. I chose to make you blind. Sorry. Uh, I do have a blindness quota. I have to make a certain number of people blind some point in their life. Do- First of all, I didn't create the idea of fate. I just use it. I don't really have a choice. I was kind of just told that it's my job. I'm the second most powerful. I don't want to hear that one. I'm number two. Authority versus yeah, I don't want to talk about the 8 high commanders. I've soloed all. We've trained together, and they've never beaten me once. All 8 on one. They may be the servants to Cody, but I don't care. They only reason they have a higher authority than me is because they serve God. Yeah, the God of gods. So their authority comes from the fact that he is. When I say God, I refer to him. Fair. Anyway. And what? Okay. Fourth wall break aside. Yeah. Right. Aside from the fact whatever you just said is confusing. I think I understand what you're saying, but I don't even think about it too hard. We need to move forward with the plan of taking them down. But one problem is that they're being defended by a person, and we can't get in without killing that person first. That's a great question. I don't exactly have a name. I can tell you where they're at, but I don't got a name. Yeah. So they're gonna be in the forest. The forest of demise. Of not demise, of doom. Doom demise. Okay, anyway, yeah, we're gonna go kill the guy in the Forest of Doom. He sits there, and he's the reason that there's a barrier around Great Britain. Fair enough. As he basically, as the ship, as Xavier's old character comes out, kind of sees the new one. He doesn't say much, he just walks past. Okay, so you're not fully blind. You're only partially blind. How are you expected to attack? Funny. Anyway, how do you fight if you can't see? Yeah, no, I get hearing, but that can't be the only way. You have to have other senses. Are you using like? Okay, that helps. I'm. Oh, that makes sense. Okay, I'm just saying, like for me, when I choose to turn off my eyesight, like um, but I tend to use my arcane sense to be able to feel people's arcane veins. You know, the thing that flows through every living creature. Little odd, but I mean, that works. Eh, Okay, we need to get this man glasses, but instead of glass, add mirrors. But I feel like it'd be more convenient for. Yeah. Because, I mean, we're about to be. We're about to be walking. We can't get in. We can only get to the forest with the ship. Hmm. I mean, we're gonna be in a ship. As Xavier's flying the ship, his old character, not the new guy. Yeah, you are not qualified. He's told that the ship is in one place, and you guys land right near the ship. A minute. It's quite far away. Okay. I mean, seriously. I mean, as I mean, as Miguel and God start glitching in unison. You for how do you forget? You you rebirthed me in a new. It's been like 300 million years. You were asleep for a lot of that though. I'm sorry we only let you sleep for 200 million years. That's fair. Resurrected him. I resurrected him because he was needed. Also, if I didn't resurrect you, you probably would have been resurrected by the force of nature called an apocalypse. You know what happens to dead gods when an apocalypse happens, especially one of this magnitude. Gods can be resurrected because when a god dies, their husk, physical body remains till the end of time. With enough magical power in the air, it can resurrect one. Yeah, exactly. The apocalypse, like this apocalypse-like event, could have would have resurrected him. Whether it was me, mine just means that when the event ends, he'll die. His, he would have lived till he dies. So mine was honestly the better of the two options. Fair. I'm just saying. Have you been? Fair. Have you as he looks at you, Xavier, have you ever been to modern day America? Okay. Not there's nothing to do. No one can afford to do those things. I don't know. That's a human. That's a human. Honestly, that's a human problem. Sorry. No, it's not my problem. That me too. And then you gave me an apple. That's honestly. Well, I gotta go. You guys are there anyway. I'm joking. Yeah, he leaves and goes somewhere else. He'll be there, but when you get back, but he's gone for the moment. All right. As the lightning god says, well, we should probably go deal with this problem. Into the forest. Into the forest. How do I not give people seizures? Well, I'm just lightning. To be fair, it's mostly the fact that as you realize, no, I'm made of lightning. I don't create lightning. I'm just made of it. No. As he's walking in front of you and there's no flash, it's literally just lightning moving. Your definition of convenient is vastly different. No, it's not convenient. It's needed for life because we wouldn't be able to get anything done if that's the case. Was the case. I'm like, all right. As you guys are walking through the forest, there's not many animals. It seems you get about you walk for about 2 hours before you then see a clearing, an opening. There's a bright light. It seems to be an opening in the forest. Whether it's good or bad, let's walk in and find. It also doesn't. I just realized the auto censor thing doesn't censor all swear words. It didn't censor that one either. No, this is live captions. This but no, it didn't censor that. I've only found one word it's censored so far. Okay. But I find it funny that can you stop bringing politics into this? Avo- nah, stop. 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 Please. Not stream is not the right time though. Streaming is. All right, you guys are then. Maybe we should go into the clearing or avoid it. What do you? What does everyone think? It's not like a cliff. It's like where there's no more trees. Okay, Miguel, you see a giant house. Xavier, you hear a giant house. Don't know how that one works. You can hear that there's a house. Seems to be made of some kind of wood and stone. Mostly stone, but there is wood in it. Alright, well, let's head in this house, I guess. You try and teleport, and the teleport doesn't work because. No. Why do you think we would have been walking this entire time if we could teleport? No, we can't teleport. I would not have been walking this well. I'm flying. I would not have had you guys walking this long if we could have just teleported here. We don't got time to waste with that kind of stuff. We got 6 months till the end of the hyperverse. No, even bigger. It's about 100 omniverses. You knock as the door opens. Magically. It just opens up. No one's there. It just opens. Yeah, everyone gets in. He's gone now. I disconnected him. He can't join back now that I think about it. Oh, it's bigger than I thought. Yeah, it's big. That's the really the. I just connected you. I keep disconnecting you when I'm not trying to. Yeah. All right. So it is now time to. As you guys walk in the house, there's not much. Honestly, what's the worst that could happen? Death? Well, he's immune to death. I'm a god. And we have a healer, a resurrector. He's a skeleton. And last time he was killed, he just woke back up. Okay. But also, there's a wizard of some kind in here. So, yeah, very dark. Pitch black. Can you change that? Can you take that, set that to like a traditional light color? Like, I don't know, lantern light, fire. Red makes it quite hard to see. Very better. I can actually see more than your eyes glowing. I don't. Yeah, honestly. As Xavier, you're the first one to notice this. Even though you can't see, you feel a coffin in the middle of the room. Feel more of here. It well, you no one actually sees it until he points it out. Oh no. Did we end up here? He knocks on the you knock on the stone coffin, not even wood. It's stone. You knock on it as it lifts up and slides off, opening itself. As some as you see some half skeleton man gets out of the coffin. I mean, I've been I've just been sleeping. I mean, I've got human as he points out that his fact that he has human muscle and arms kinda. He has bone hands and some of his parts, but his face is bone, but most of his body is actually has flesh. He's slightly a skeleton. Quite convenient as he spins his head on his head, on his neck. Like he doesn't remove it from his head; he just spins it. It's loud. It's quite loud for you, especially the talking. But at least you're concerned. I'm gonna go back to the meeting room, but uh, you think that as lightning guys in your head says, I'm not quite sure. Something feels off about him though. He's being too nice. If we're supposed to kill him, He's definitely being more nice than he should be. My name. One second. I gotta get his name. My name is George. I am not. Well, I was a king at one point. I died. I'm like, you're asking too many questions. I don't have this. 1760. Yes. Okay. I mean, that's fair. I mean, mine only takes 4 minutes to say, but you were born in. Oh. Oh, no, we were talking about the day we were born. Yeah, we're born from negative. Well, both of us are born from negative years. He just takes 10 minutes. Mine takes 4. My father's takes 7. Yeah. Anyway, all right. Well, wait. Did you say you were the king of Britain? He, or the sorry, not Britain. The king of a country. He does respond with, I mean, I am a king of a country. Are you sure? I was the king of Great Britain at one point. I mean, what's your purpose for being in this castle? Well, mansion. Do you know who? Well, the, I've got the Lander Orb, which is what seals off Britain from the rest of the world. Well, well, because I was told to, or I was not going to be allowed to be a lich anymore. Oh, absolutely not. I'd be killed on the spot. They have my phylactery. Well, it, if you could get it back, I'd be impressed because you'd have to get into Britain. Well, you'd have to get to Britain, not into it. It's right on the. They're not quite inside. They are nearby, though. Oh, 100%. My life wouldn't be in danger. The everyone hears this as it's not being. He does say they are. He does mention that they are right now in Ireland. So if you want to go to Ireland and get my phylactery back, I'd be more than grateful, and I would be willing to hand over the orb. But at the current point in time, I am not going to do so. As he just speaks into your mind, he says, "Well, whoever's holding on to this orb, onto his phylactery, sorry, probably is more powerful than him, or he wouldn't be afraid of them. Or they have an, and yeah, but if we kill him and then take the orb that allows us in, we can just. I mean, we can go back to it later. We don't have to deal with it immediately. I mean, all right. What are you voting on? As he just says, what are you voting on? Do you say that to the Lich's face? Okay. He seems kind of confused, but he's. As the lightning guy says, yeah, he can just talk to the Greek god of thunder. I don't know. Tyler. Wow. No, he's an Asgardian. Anyway, what's your which would be it quite literally defeats. That's the that's the worst one. Yeah, no, that's not happening. No one's gonna agree on that. Get the. I mean, do you want? Wait, are you saying you want to spare him instead? Doesn't matter what either way it goes, even if he votes. Oh, you vote then. Lightning guy says, "Well, honestly, I'm just here to help the group. I really don't care at the end of the day. I mean, logically, for time efficiency, if we're trying to do this quickly, killing him would be the most efficient method." Well, yeah, that's why we stepped out of the mansion. He can only be omnipotent in his realm, which in this case would be the mansion. No, that's well, it would only tie it. All right, we're sparing him. We, I guess I'll go inform him. I'm going to go. Nah, I was gonna tell him that we've agreed to go re-obtain his phylactery. Yep. All right. He kind of wa. Seriously, he's not the current king. It's not like he's the current king of Britain. He was a king of Britain. He was George the Second, the third. His no. Me. Don't ask. I'm like during independence, during the Revolutionary War was the one I was looking for. It was George the Third, the third. But in the during, Mer- No. During American George George the Third was the one who was the king during um independent during American independence during the which no it's also George the Third during that's Wikipedia. As you guys get back to the ship because you guys as you guys get back to the ship because it takes you about 2 hours to walk back. You actually get there and you see a table made of potatoes. All right, you guys gonna eat as you guys Miguel while you're eating potatoes, you hear a bell chime in the from the distance. As you then hear on the radio, a radio gets turned on nearby, and you guys are hearing as of this morning, six, fi- five people have invaded Ireland who are not permitted to be here. Upon their execution, for each one you kill, you'll be awarded $50 million. You've been here for about 30 seconds. You've been here for 30 seconds. You see, as on the someone says, "Nah, the IRS is free." What? It was their currency. Don't ask me. I don't know the currency they use in Ireland. Ireland dollars. Irish. What? Euro. They use euros. 100 million euros. That's $109 million, by the way. United States dollars. Anyway, no. Someone said next to you, this is an IRS free state. What was your thing? Okay. Oh, I thought this was still Great Britain over here. This part right here. I didn't scroll in. It just says Ireland and there's nothing there. I assumed this was Great Britain. You can see the jump I made. Now that guy's just a customer at the place you're at. As the lighting guy said, "Yeah, you guys have committed the crime of of entering without permission. You need to go send a formal letter to the king or the leader." I don't know if there's a king. So, they would if you left Ireland, you'd be safe. As he says, as on the radio, you guys are hearing. Now that I have officially obtained the phylactery of the great George the Second, the old king of Ireland, we can now move forward with the plan to invade Britain. You see 7 different locations. You can try and discern the correct location as they all kind of appear correct. As you realize, the signal is being broadcast in 7 different locations at once, all to the same. Yeah, it's quite. Yeah. What will stop them is the fact of the matter is that if you start that, but also means that I can't trace where you teleported from. So if you don't mind, just when before as he hands you a little pebble, magic rock doesn't do anything. It's just a location. It means I can see where you're. I'll just know where as long as you wherever the rock's at, I can see. It's a tracker. All he says before you guys leave is say he just tells you if you teleport, just drop the rock. All right. There's 7. There's 7 places, Miguel. There's 6 of us, including lightning. Including lightning. Who else is exploring too? If you're gonna take lightning with you. No. You just will. Did I? Oh, I forgot. Genuinely. I forgot, to be entirely honest with you. No. Thank you for reminding me. I forgot. All right. He says, wait a second. Who here? I have to quickly ask before we head off. Who here can use magic? Can you, Xavier? Can you use magic, Xavier? As he looks at you. Not good at it, but can use it. Cool. He says, "You can you can't read." I was gonna give you this. I found a spell scroll a while back. Hadn't mentioned it, but oh right, yeah, he just needs to read it. That works too. He says this spell's kind of useful. Since you can't teleport through mirrors, it's another teleportation spell. Most people, it's a more complicated teleportation spell. It's a mobility teleportation, meaning it takes physical time to move, so it's a little bit simpler to cast for beginner mages. Okay, he does. Miguel, he asked you, do you want this one? I'm pretty sure you can just use traditional teleportation. Yeah, you don't need it. Tyler, he hands one to Tyler and one to Taylor. Read it. Um, it says Taylor, if you want to make that a joke, make me an intelligence check. I said intelligence. This is not your ability to cast. This is your ability to read. Okay, you fit. You now can cast a spell called physical teleportation. That's what it's called. You can write it down. I honestly don't care. You can use it though. I mean, this is what kind of convenient. The only downside is that those rocks may come in handy if you guys get into an anti-magic barrier because they're magic. It's a spell. You can't teleport through an anti-magic barrier even with physical teleportation. They're an anti-magic spell versus a magic spell. They are them. All right, you guys are. All right. As everyone now can use, first of all, either use that spell or has a better version of that spell. We're gonna start with Xavier. You just for the first one. I was gonna do Tyler, but then Tyler was muted, so. Well, he gets second then. There. What do you mean? They're two people. Oh. Okay. Tyler. What building did you send Tyler after? 1 to 7. 7. Perfect. That does. He heads there. We're gonna get first with Tyler. Tyler, you. Well, you give Thor a second crystal. All right, Tyler. You find a building, a radio studio. The radio studio is kind of small. For it's in the city. You guys didn't even leave the city for this, but Tyler didn't. Some of you will. It's in the city. It's kind of small. It's a small studio on the 15th floor of a building. This is a large city, meaning this building does have 100 floors. It's it is, meaning it's probably roughly 1,000 feet tall. What? With no picture of what you guys look like. It's a pretty big city. It's smaller than cities in America. It's smaller than American cities, but that's fair. I'm just saying, like, it's big enough that I doubt that'd be the case. Anyway, do you walk in or do you just climb up the walls because you can fly? Don't forget, you can just fly. You can also teleport. Phys- You fly up the building. You see a radio studio. It's kind of odd looking. I mean, it looks run down. It seems to not have much there aside from a microphone and an audio streamer. As all you see is the radio is in front of the mic. As you didn't get in the building. You just see the audio room where there's a radio in front of the mic that's progressing the audio back into the radio. You have physical teleportation, meaning you break the windows. Do you still do it? I'm. He could. Uh. He has destruction and creation, but he doesn't have them unlocked. My bad. He has a bunch of other abilities. Element. Energy absorption. The notebook. I want to point out he does have the mask of cloning. He can just look like someone else. He. I want to point out that I mean, they see some people inside on the other side of the glass because he's looking through a glass pane. He can see the radio and a mic, and then some other people on the other side. They also are looking at him. They've seen him, but they really don't care. They just see a man flying with wings. Think about it. It's not that odd. You're handed a knife. You can kind of just carve into it. All right, you guys, as you break in, as you cut open, the other people run in and try and grab you, Tyler, as you just broke into their studio. They go. You have a knife, and they're trying to hit you with their fists. You gave him that knife. Yep, I know exactly what he's talking. He he would also need to know the name of the knife, Miguel. He would also need to know the name of said knife. Isn't it called like the soul knife? Yeah, that's what I thought. All right, back to topic. You got so you break into the office. You kind of just kill them. They are literally, even with the regular attack, I'm pretty sure it just instantly kill them. Well, saying that it's a support knife, it's 100 per level. Even at level 1, it'd be an insta kill. And they have 140 hit points each. 140. These knives would instantly kill you guys. To be fair, Xavier, you have 410 hit points. Let's get back on topic, please. Saying this on the internet is mildly concerning. Nah, this is fire. Funny. You're a phoenix. All right, you guys from here, Tyler, from now on, from this point forward, you don't really see any other people. You get through the entire floor, and there's not really anyone here, aside from some people when you walked out that office that ran away. They fled in fear. They said that's too much for today. I quit. I enjoyed life. He's got an RGB gaming knife. He's got an RGB gaming knife. So yeah. Oh, Miguel, that word went through. The censorship. No, the censorship. The word. That one too. Yeah. It did not. It doesn't. It doesn't censor censorship. Um, you see that they are broadcasting the radio back to the radio. As you look at it, something feels weird about this one. Something you're not sure what. It just feels off. Something about the radio just feels not right. No, he can just hear your thoughts, Miguel. Dad, he can just hear your thoughts. If he's close, um, it's yeah, fair enough. I mean, if he wants to try, it's battery. It's a battery powered radio. You can check if there's batteries or whatever. Xavier or Tyler, since you can sense magic, you don't sense any negative intent towards this, but there is something arcane about it. Yes, he could. He's gonna need. Oh my. You identify that this is a magical item that is not commonly used for normal people. That would be called it. The type of item this is called. It's called the phylactery, or a soul cage in this case. No, no, it's a different lich's phylactery actually. They yes. You guys finally figured out the puzzle. No, no. Six of them are actually trying to kill him. Correct. You could just give them all to him, but that would not keep him safe. He knows that one of them is his, not which one, meaning he doesn't know which one to protect and which one to destroy. Um, depends. At the end of the day, it kind of depends. If they're all identical physically and arcanely, if they're all created the same way, they're all created equally in amount of magic, then you wouldn't really be able to tell. If the, it's like the same thing of you like he like set his phone down. It's like this is a hypothetical scenario. You guys would have to talk to him to see if he could identify, but okay. Do you just heads? I want to point out real quick. Um, 1 second. I have to mute this because I don't know the copy. Yeah? I mean, we're unmuted. Please tell me Thor's smarter. Whoa. Wait. Thor's got an intelligence of 41. He's got more intelligence than. Thor has a 41 intelligence. Yes. Okay, you break the microphone. What do you break it with? Do you break it with a knife or something else? Alright, you stab it. As you hear the microphone screech. As it changes, as the microphone turns into a dragon. Um, yeah. Uh, no, you're actually the farthest outside. Um, I'm sorry, Tyler, but they managed to just scratch you at the same time as you teleport. I mean, they teleported with you. You got okay. We're gonna get to Miguel. What Miguel and Tyler do in a minute. Yeah. Actually, no. Let's do Xavier. Let's do Xavier because they're both because Taylor's technically doing two as well. Thor. You're doing the second one, but we're gonna cut to Xavier so we can see how quickly Xavier can get through his. Xavier doing 3 and 4. Had to figure out which ones you were doing. 3, you find 3. 3 was a mount was the mayor house. I mean, you're breaking into a federal estate. All right, are you gonna stealth through or are you gonna brute through? Okay, roll stealth. But can you use it or is it locked? Wow. All right. Basically. All right. So what did you get? You barely get through without getting seen. All right, you get through. Basically, you're sneaking through. You won't. You see a couple people, but aside from those few people, it's kind of empty. And then you find the speaker room, which controls the overhead speakers. As you don't see much in here aside from um a thing. Also, no one knows not to attack the microphone, so you can't use that. Okay. You can't. You see them.
I didn't expect the microphone to do anything. I thought it was just like a normal one.
You were tricked. It was a dragon. It was a dragon. You were bamboozled. All right. You see the microphone. Well, you hear the microphone and the radio. You hear the radio making sounds. No, no. It's literally just looks like a microphone. It's not that polymorphed. It's more of a It's like how dragons can turn to people. It's just a form change. No. It appears it's literally a it just appears as a microphone. Basically, when Tyler attacked it, it just broke the illusion. It's an illusion spell. It's such a good replica that it doesn't have a heartbeat. You unplug it so you don't trip, I'm guessing, would be your logic here. As you grab the radio, you don't really know it's a phylactery, so you hear it making sounds. One thing that is going to give you the advantage is that you can hear something bumping on the inside into the walls of the radio. You hear something hit the walls of the radio once again. Just like you have some knowledge of magic. So, roll me intelligence. I mean, yeah. I want to be fair with you. Tyler really only succeeded because he got a nat 20. That's part of the reason. It's quite a high DC to identify a phylactery. Over 21, you succeed. Right. As you can identify, you feel soul magic spewing out of this thing. You wouldn't have been able to identify that it's a phylactery. You can just sense that it is soul magic. So in the same, yeah. Depends on the quantity of the venom and the god itself. Yes, wyverns have. It it can. Depends on the power of the god, though. It depends on the how much venom you're actually using, first of all, and also what god it is. Okay, so a greater god, any of the greater gods. Um, most of the weaker greater gods, yes, but the stronger ones and even gods stronger than that, no. So about half of the greater gods. I I beg your pardon. You were not a greater god. And yet, I don't care. You don't get poison immunity to the highest degree yet. Yeah, I'm just saying, not yet. Not yet. But no, the answer is some, but not all, to your question. The mic itself, you unplug the mic. Nothing really happened to it. Aside from as you pick up the speaker, you hear snoring. Do you look behind you as you picked up the speaker? There's a wall. You turn around and you see it change back to a dragon, a speaker dragon. You do not. I wonder.
Nope, I didn't bring this one with me because it didn't hit me. I'm just gone. Oh wait, Tyler. Hey, yeah. So we have to deal with well, at least we only have to deal with one dragon. I didn't bring mine. Right, Connor?
Yeah, it was asleep. It was still asleep. I also am trying to find a picture of what these dragons look like.
Nondescript alcoholic drink. Character with the character with the speaker panicking due to seeing a dragon. I like to think that Xavier got there before me. And just when he's calming down, I suddenly show up with the dragon.
That
He's like, oh, fuck.
you know what? This is as close as we're gonna get.
It's not my fault I touched me.
What? What? I'm gonna use this picture as a rough image of what this thing could look like.
Oh no.
No. You're there. Then a few minutes later, you're with Miguel. Miguel kind of says, "Why are you here? What happened?" Uh, because that's what you would probably ask. Xavier, new person.
Oh yeah.
Also, Miguel, you do realize that he is holding one. He's holding one of the things, not two. No, the knife didn't actually enter. Then it just kind of flung back out into his hand when he stabbed it the first time. And now, at this point, both of you realize that Taylor might be a bad idea. Tyler, you.
Whoever, wait, who the fuck is here? We need to do what? No more. All right, all right.
All right,
I fly to this box.
all right.
I'll stay here and help you. As I sit down, as I grab the radio.
As
Tyler,
as as the lightning guy turns around the corner, what? I was gone for like 2 minutes. Well, I found the phylactery. They're all phylacteries, it appears, because I sense a bunch in here. As he just looks at the dragon, snaps his fingers, and it just is turned to ashes. I don't got time to deal with this. He just disintegrated it in almost in an instant. Good idea. I'll hold on to. Give me that one. Well, I can hold on to it. As they just apparate to another location. All right. I mean, at least the dragon's gone, right? I mean, as he just says, well, I would say don't stab it, but I tripped over the wire of the other one in here, and I already activated it, so. Yeah. No, Xavier, yours fell. You unplugged it, so it kind of just. It didn't fall asleep because you unplugged it. It just turned back into a dragon because you unplugged it. They're asleep. Tyler woke his up. He says, yeah, I tripped over the cord of it, and then I just booped it to death. Yes. Yeah, let's go to the other one. I mean, you've only got one more because everyone decided to go to you. Yeah, he's dealing with Taylor, or we can finish Xavier because Xavier's kind of the one we were in the middle of. Then Taylor. Yep, you head to the other radio station. It's not a radio station. This is a cave, like 15 minutes out. It led you to a cave, and you're like, this is an odd location. Alright. You walk in the cave. There's just a phylactery in the center. Just sitting there. So you're gonna try and see things? He's listening. I want to point out that he cannot see very well, so he has a -2 to all. Well, you can see kinda in a way. You can see. No, like your ability to see is technically still there. It's just you can see the light differentials. Basically, you can see that it's dark. You can see it, just not well. Perception time, but hearing-based perception.
God, for a chance, because that is a 30.
A 30?
Yeah, that's it. Because my current
Uh,
is plus 16.
you you hear
Oh, no,
you hear the you hear the breath of something in the cave. Invisible something. Normal breathing. As you get closer and you hear it louder, unfortunately, if it wasn't for the fact that Xavier's blind, he would have seen it instantly. Even yeah, there's a dragon in the center of the room.
I they pull out my mirror glasses, they put them on.
There's a dragon in your face. You can also see that it has glossed over eyes though. No, like glossed over as in blind.
My mirror just blind versus blind, I see. Oh, wait, no, I don't.
It's looking right at you where you are standing, where it heard you step.
Down for the radio.
It's the radio is a little bit behind it. As you notice that the drag,
Say that it's on the ceiling.
yeah, that's what he said.
Yeah, I use inversion, so I'm really hard gravity on myself, and I'm now on the ceiling.
Okay, you are walking on the ceiling.
Yeah, Baron, you're on shit.
I mean, honestly, the noise he would have made would have been very minimal, but you know, still there. I mean, that's fair.
Death on a 22 on my stealth roll.
It definitely doesn't hear you. More of say that. You grab the radio, as the radio was silent before.
The radio, I crushed the crystal gone.
You the radio makes a lot of noise as it because you pick it up and it begins making sounds.
As soon as it makes sound, I crush the crystal. I don't even take a second.
As you get slashed, as the you get grabbed with the tail as you crush it.
As I get this, once I come over, I just say,
You see, Xavier is it stuck. I got a nat 20 to be fair. I've just Lightning Guy says, "Sorry," as he touches its face as it's just crispified. No, no, it's not. It's not disintegrated. It's just turned to fried dragon. He just fried it. The first one, by the way, Miguel, the first one was 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 the radio guy's, the owner of the radio store's manor. Now you're in the the home of the first radio in this country. The first radio, the first radio ever used in Ireland was used in this home. I mean, it was already dead, but all right, now we can get to what Tyler does. Tyler Taylor. You know what? Yeah, fine, fine. He went to the he actually got lost, and instead of going to the radio den, which is where all ancient radios are put on display, he went to the spider den. You got lost. He got lost. Instead, instead of going to the basically a museum of radios. Yeah, literally, it's a spider zoo. It's a spider zoo. It's a zoo of spiders.
I finally show up like, what the fuck? What the hell happened? I saw a spider. As Tyler looks at what building he was in. As Tyler looks at what building he was in, it was the museum of spiders. It was the spider zoo. The zoo of spiders. You dumbass! The radio station over there.
As he points to like 20 feet to the left.
Across the street.
Yeah. I currently can't turn my head.
You know what? You know what? No. I proceed to push it even further down.
As you see, the people in the radio museum are getting ready to lock the door. They also see Taylor. They see the fire. They see Taylor next to it and say, "Did you do that?" They look at you, Miguel. Did he do that or did you do that? Who did that? Fair. Why? Okay.
He's like, no, let him be. After killing all the enemies, I had to grab the radio and just use the crystal because
Fair. You get through. You get into the building. There's not much in there. It's quite literally, but except for like 5,000 radios.
oh,
Thor. having to deal with figuring out which one of these 5,000 radios is the correct radio. No, you're not there. Yeah. Uh, I'm sorry, Tyler. They all they all have some they all feel like soul magic in some way or another.
Oh
Not they're all different natures of soul magic. Every single one's different type of soul magic.
no. How many? I think I know why there's so many radios with soul magic in them in that house.
I didn't say they were phylacteries. I just said they have soul magic. They only one of them's a phylactery. You assumed wrong.
You're not even there.
That's after about 30 minutes.
Need some help?
He
As I put on my glasses. Holy
There's 5,000 radios in this building. As as you realize that you were standing in a radio museum. Okay. You're near the ceiling. They all seem to be off. Except for like 10 of them. It did. It's been just the Townley News. And 7 of them are playing the Townley News. They're all vastly different, but they have one thing in common. They're all square radios. Four. You're trying to identify. Has had a what? Correct. Each one has had a dragon near it. Cause
Worse than that, I'm gonna roll an intelligence roll here.
that's a smart idea.
If I'm correct, this is not great for Tyler. 'Cause that is a 24 to see if it sees what is nearby the dragon.
Um, you do that, and yeah, that was a smart choice. As you do that, you sense each of the people that Tyler has killed were all dragons. Not just that, but each of the pebbles on the ground are dragons as well. And according to your calculations, that would add up to about 5,000 dragons.
As I slow turn to Tyler, hey, in general, now. Okay, so for 4 people you killed, those were dragons. Congratulations, you killed 4 dragons. You see these pebbles on the ground?
As he points to the tiny rocks all over the ground.
Each of these is a dragon. I have narrowed down these four radius to the ones that we need to keep. So, similar to the ones we need to keep. So, I'm going. I'm. I'm gonna need you over here so we can each grab one, and
I would say you take two, and I take two.
yeah, yeah. You take two, and then we walk away from the pebbles.
I am flying. I'm not walking. I am flying. I am making sure I don't do anything.
Yeah. As I grabbed 2 radios, walked, and slowly walked to the back of the line.
You do that? What to
It's
do
your turn.
as you grab those the time when you grab them initially, you hear the pebbles start shaking.
Oh. Grab, grab the other 2.
I speed grab and fly.
As you do that, they try 5,000 dragons leap at you.
Heading towards the dragons again.
Yep. Yeah, as also oh, they did that. As Miguel, 69 dragons managed to almost make it through. Fair. All right. Oh, okay. Um, you guys are now there, and time for Thor's turn. Thor's gonna have the easiest. Thor's gonna have the weirdest one. Thor has to solve a maze.
Someone smart.
At least,
Back into the office as like, oh my god, why were there so many dragons?
because my dad has a sick sense of humor.
Dragon schmaggle.
After about you guys have been after about 6 hours, Thor still hasn't returned.
I think Thor may. I don't think Thor knows where he's going. I think he may have the same intelligence as us.
You see, Thor is walking through a maze.
Literally wander Thor wherever he's at. I need to know where he is so I can go to where he is.
Thor
What
just
elements?
Thor looks at you and
He went there because of the pebbles
Yeah, Thor. They've already found Thor. Don't conjure him back because that's a bad idea.
Yeah, anyway, I make it to the maze. I'm gonna help Thor solve it.
Thor says, "Hello, hello."
Is the maze made of dragons?
No, I'm not cruel.
You can make dragon scales. 22.
Okay. After about 7 more hours after you joined him, you finally find the entrance to the center area of the maze, where there's just a radio in the center. Nothing else. It's entirely empty.
You don't trust it?
I set up a portal right in front. I set up a portal next to the radio. As I fly, grab the radio, and fall through the portal back to everyone else.
As you grab the radio, it just makes sounds, and you just hear. So you see, as you're falling through, you see some dragons waving at you, but that's it.
As I wave back as I dip.
As they all say, "Thank you for taking our radio. We were trying to get rid of it anyways."
As I come back, are we still like that?
Yeah, most of us are, except for the mic dragons. They really hate when you take their radios.
Okay, so y'all need to get out of here.
I mean, we could just fly away if we wanted to leave. This is our house. This is our home. Now we're not trapped. We're called maze dragons. We live in mazes.
Nice place y'all got. Pretty good maze too.
It took you a long time. You were only halfway through, and it took 7 hours.
As I go back to the others, all right, summon back your stand or whatever that is.
Okay, I put a pentagram on the ground and summon myself back.
As we now all have the radios, I ask Xavier and Tyler, why are you two carrying 4?
No, no, I've been carrying, as the lighting guy says, I'm carrying 6 of them as they just rematerialize around, circling around him.
Yeah, him and Tyler have 4.
He's 4. He's the one who has soul. He has soul object, so we can't tell which one's from the lab.
Xavier, I basically master that topic.
Miguel, you can tell that one of these, one is fundamental soul manipulation, basically the basics, the stuff you have to learn soul manipulation.
The basic basics.
Yeah, the fundamentals of the fundamentals. Yeah, he takes them from you. The other one was soul rewrite, the ability to rewrite souls. That's the magic that was stored inside of it.
Down. So, okay, with 5,000 dragons in the tunnels.
As you guys get back to the mansion thing, he said,
We don't know which one is yours because they're all the exact same.
"One second." As he just puts his hands together, as you see that all of them are glowing. "I'm sorry. Why are they all glowing? Only one should be glowing."
Did he separate? Did whoever stole it separate the soul?
They gave me more phylacteries. Some reason. Why is there 7? There used to be 1.
Harry Potter ethics?
I didn't think about it until just now.
I attempt to convince them that it got split into 7 extra factories. That's what happened.
No, no, it got split into 6 extra phylacteries. If he got split into no, no, what he's trying to convince him alive, meaning if that was true, then there would be 8 phylacteries.
He's not convincing. My character is Thomas Rock.
There we go. Mute button. It also works in Discord.
I know you're an idiot, but you're playing it too well. Oh wow, you muted him.
I server muted him. If Miguel wants.
Yeah, that was me.
Okay. Fair. Fair. You're trying to gaslight someone.
Remember, my character is very he doesn't understand the hype.
All right. As he says, well, I. As he just snaps his fingers, and 6 of them teleport into different areas of the world. He hands it to you. Here you go. Also, you were asking if I just split them, pulled that one person from that one show. Names, Xavier. Fair enough. But anyway, not really. I just happened to have 7, so I decided I was gonna split them into different parts of the world. Cause it. What do you mean? There's 7. That's what you guys thought. Well, one of them was his, and so were the other 6. He keeps one in his house on him. He also, before he teleports them, he also changes their what they look like, so they're not all radios. As you just hear, as you just hear the cloud say "fine," as a cloud golem appears. I now, how do you expect? You want me to make him smarter? Let me go take a look at Xavier's, or not Xavier, Taylor's intelligence. It's 6. It's 15. It's he has average intelligence, Miguel.
I like the idea that he thought the superdivinity was really low. So so then it doesn't make the superdivinity even more. Bro, I used my charisma on myself to save up stupid, and then I actually gained.
All right. He says, "Well, I'll meet you back at the ship. I'm there. Let's talk when we get back."
I you know you have a character who doesn't cheat on you, but they'll be okay.
Okay.
Taylor, using my dexterity, I land on my feet like a cat.
You're actually caught by lightning guy, who then throws you into the ground. No, 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 no. He threw you at the speed of light. Instantaneous movement. You do not land on your.
Let's stop arguing about trying to.
Again, I said speed of light because technically he has instantaneous movement.
No. Now I get this character Great Britain.
Alright. As you guys. Uh, no. Passive ability. It's a god, so for more reasons than I could explain, you want to argue with me about his intelligence being that fast? Where's my phone? I want to real quick point out that he also has 80 points unused. So, you happy now? It has nothing to do with demons. And then are you happy, Taylor, now that I've put his stats in? He has an ability called I mean, I don't have it written down because I don't have all his abilities written down. I know what he can do. I don't need to write it down. You guys don't really need to know what he can do. His stats are all that really matters. Okay, so you guys are now. God is sitting there and says, "All right, now that we have officially opened Great Britain up to the potential of entering, well, you're gonna hand me that orb." As he looks at you, Miguel. Miguel. He hands it to you. Okay. He then throws the orb. As he then throws the orb behind him. Alright. So, you guys are going to go enter Great Britain and destroy the army. Yup. And to take out that army, you guys are going now. As he says, I probably shouldn't throw that orb. As he puts it in a box. He puts it in a box, sets it on in the commander's, the captain's table, basically a table. It's just a table in the captain's quarters, the control room. Try and figure out terminology. Sorry. And from that, he also tells you, all right. Well, at this point, really, the only plan is that you guys would die if you tried to kill all of them right now. So, the plan is to take one out at a time. Okay, I gotta be honest with you. You guys were supposed to kill the Lich. I did not expect you guys to go try and find his phylactery. Kinda. Honestly, I thought when a Lich. No, no. This is not him talking. This is me talking. Out of character. I've just got to be honest. I planned on you guys killing him because you guys would think it would be too difficult to deal with him. So, you guys aren't in Britain just yet. You guys are just told that basically you guys are kind of screwed in Britain because Britain has an army strong that most of the members are stronger than you guys. I mean, more of a not really a training arc, just a we're gonna go the long way. Yeah, we were nearby. Honestly, the reason is that because map. If you take a look at a map, well, let's just say that you guys have gone up from like Florida, gone up through America, through most of Canada, and we're up here ish. Yes, you've gone up. Well, no, it was like south. It was like Florida, Texas, between Florida, Texas, somewhere between there. I don't have an exact location. To be fair, the reason you guys went to Florida is because you guys were in the Bermuda Triangle, and if you didn't realize, this is the Bermuda Triangle. I'm streaming it. If you guys are watching, I can just share my screen. Yes, that's what I was referring to. I'm gonna share my screen. See, you guys were in the North Atlantic Ocean, this-ish area in the center. Florida, well, you were actually that like down here. So you guys went up here through Canada, probably up here. Well, no, you didn't go. You went up here. You guys got over to here. Well, no, you actually stopped here. You guys are here right now. Did my stream just close or did someone leave? Tyler left. Okay, so you guys have actually realized that after you got through the other side of the forest, there's water. So you guys fly over the water because you guys have a spaceship. Not really a spaceship. Honestly, you guys were debating between going this way, going over Greenland to where even is it? It's right here. You guys were just gonna go here, but you guys are screwed. So you guys decided that you guys were going to go down. So instead of going, you went down and down here. Starting down here, you're gonna work your way up and around. You're actually gonna go. So you guys' plan is to go this way, all the way around and then back this way to France and then up. You guys are trying to get training, so you guys are gonna take the longer route to get there than doing this quickly.
Yeah, my character needs it. That currently reduced video pages.
I just closed my thing. Oh. Yeah, I closed it. I don't need it open. Okay, so you guys are heading to South Africa. Okay, go ahead. All right. Okay. Back to the topic at hand. You guys, as you guys land, you see a void commander scouting the area nearby. Or not void. Yeah, void. Abyss. Abyss, not void. Yeah.
Add 20 there.
Add 25 levels. No. 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 Please don't. Miguel. Miguel. No. Miguel, I'm worried about you. Having a level 100 dodge. I don't like it being 100. Not that I don't. Alright, yeah, you can level up, Taylor. Roll. You might not even get the last level. How many do you have at level 1? He's unhittable. He's a god. He's literally unable to be ever hit again. I mean, yeah, but you have to take a long rest to reset it, so I guess. You have to do a long rest. I'm saying that now. No, I'm not. No, we're changing that because that's broken. That's every session. You okay, Taylor? What you get? What is your intelligence total? Yeah, you're right. It's charisma. Permanently. What? He's trying to. Oh. Okay, what did you get, Taylor? Whatever it scales on. Yes. Fine. You get the last level. You have max level Markumo. I don't. No.
What abilities do they level up? Anyway, Tyler's here. Where's the expectedness for you? That's a nat 20.
Okay then.
Has an aneurysm.
Ah! No, because the three of you just maxed out an ability. Qu- you have. Yes. Yes, it does. Basically, he can.
Thank you, Lady Luck. At least you tried to hate me on me.
No, not happening. Now, what just happened?
It was like, ask me that? No. Mm-mm. Can I run out my diorama?
No.
Simple ability.
No. No. Alright, so now that you guys are out of the ship, you see the commander, an abyss command. You see an abyss commander. Do you guys leave the ship, I should ask? As there's an abyss commander standing right outside. Yes. Not really, he's just scouting. He does seem to be looking for some. It's less of that he seems to be less looking for something or someone, more of a something. He sees. I mean, you did just land a giant ship next to him.
Right here, this is like, what is this commander? Let's because I read it out the last season. This thing wouldn't have this wouldn't create vibration.
No.
This wouldn't make a sound either.
As he just looks at you. Hello there, soldier. I mean, you're only a half breed, but you know, I guess you deserve the title of soldier.
From the door of this ship.
Supposedly. Why are you all the way out here? You're supposed to be in Great Britain right now. were. There's more than one of you. Show me the other ones. What other soldiers have left? They're not abyssal, so they're slaves then, correct? So they're your slaves? I didn't realize a lowly grunt could have slaves. Hmm. Alright. Well, what do you need? Or are you just out here to. I mean, if you. What's your name, soldier? Alright, what's your name? I mean, he hasn't. That's though true, but also at the same time, you would you haven't act though you yes, it's a lie that you've joined. Just he's asking for your name, and then you can roll your deception. Even if this is your name, it doesn't. Obviously, roll that deception. He's got a +1. That's okay. He believes you. All right. Well, whenever you're done with what you're doing, get back to the post. I expect to see you there. And if not, I'll hunt you alive. You didn't hear? We odd. They were supposed to tell every grunt that. I'd be surprised. I mean, I wouldn't tell you anything. I gotta be honest. There is the war committee of the part is the only one that's actually bad. The rest of the race is quite chill.
Well, basically, the military is extremely racist.
Yeah, that's it.
Sounds like America. Wait, no, there's legit in the military?
Oh, yeah, South Africa. But this is an ancient military from eons ago. So,
A master voice officer.
okay, we are looking for the ancient artifact of our leader, the the abyssal katana. A very powerful. Well, not just any of abyssal katana, the true abyssal katana. It's ancient. It went missing not that long ago. Right before the first of us were resurrected, it went missing, and we've been trying to find it ever since. But it seems to. All right. Do you got anything to say to him? All right.
As the door closes and punch you in the arm. Seriously, Slade? You won't be crippled, dude. You'll be crippled. Really stop screaming, dude. So they just look at Thor. I have friends.
All right.
Have that glacier with you.
All right. Well, the planet.
You have to eat them again?
Yup.
Or you can end up going deep cover and accidentally basically eating it to move to their ideology. Yada yada.
Yeah. You can try. I mean, you're not able to really tell how good it looks.
But it worked. It worked.
You guys. Not. Well, it wouldn't make any sense. To be honest, forehead. Miguel.
You know why he slapped on his forehead today?
Miguel. You. Other one.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, you're trying to replicate a.
Something you never see before.
Yeah.
His charisma's so high, they might as well see it.
I mean,
Hilarious.
if it works, it'll be great. That's fair, but at the same time, I don't even know. I'm questioning if the Nat 20 would have even worked.
Wait, would it?
Because
What's the word?
honestly, that is.
Bring up the worst scenario. I love it.
Do I let this work because it's
Where you
stupid?
where you have them get attacked to where I have to harass you. He most likely has, because he or he does have it saved on his phone, and whenever he
Well, here's the thing. The time he sent it was 7:21, and the time it says on the corner of the screen is 7:21.
which means it's an authentic screenshot
every single.
You would have to have a net 20 for each time if he's trying to lie to us, bro. Which this is funnier than if he was lying. This is funnier than if he was lying.
Anyways, so I touched around. I looked at videos on YouTube before.
No, but what? Kill him already?
Look, man, I survived the apocalypse a million times. I
Are
have
you
these
serious?
muscles.
There's Cheetos in the pantry.
No, there's not. I ate them all.
How did you get our Cheeto supply?
We just restocked 2 minutes ago.
Are they back here? Wait, my Doritos.
Don't worry, I didn't touch them.
I said, come back. Doritos.
I don't think he was worried about you touching them.
I'm just going for the soy light Cheetos. I like the hot Cheeto crunch. And as I take a bite of them, I realize they're bland. And then I realize they're actually more addicting than this event, and I got it.
What? Were you trying to kill your character, or is this just a bit?
It's a bit.
I had to honestly ask you. Because
You never can help with it.
there's too often time.
I gotta about say that Nemo's next, man.
Anyways, so this we gotta point out, we gotta set the event for my campaign Monday.
Yep. I mean, that depends on if this Monday's available, or if we're going to have to wait till next Monday. I'm not sure if we have an event this Monday, or if it's not one of the week.
There's no Monday event. I already checked.
Oh, okay, I was making sure there's no events on Mondays at all.
Connor, tell me what you're gonna need to check your reading passes.
What do you mean?
Because
Gonna
remember when
apparently
I
new passes.
buy up your points in order to conjure up the orb?
You know, you can use your points in order to give him points, right?
I could, but unfortunately, I know a lot of that is because of the passes he has.
Well,
Are you using a wrench?
me. That's an entire lie.
I can hear a wrench in the stream.
It doesn't sound
Wait,
like
can you hear my Legos?
probably.
Tell me if you hear my Legos right now.
I have no idea, but I mean, this is kind of a good place to stop.
Okay, so Connor, say
Alright, are we
I
ready?
buy level 20 points. How many points would I have to spend in order to be granted new passes?
I have no idea. Depends.
I don't think he's ever thought of that.
Yeah, to be honest.
What he's
So, we'll have to discuss that